it's been so long here with this technology. See, what they did is the last 100 years we've had so much technology come here that has taken people off their spiritual path. Like I said, every 2,000 years we have the ascension time coming. This is what we're going through right now, okay? And
you're saying they could help, but it's up to us to help you. That's not what you're saying.
No.
What are you saying?
What I'm saying is that if we didn't have mind control here, then we could help ourselves, okay? And so what you're doing is you're saying that you know, that I'm trying to help myself through my mind, which is controlled by these off-planet negative ETs that are soulless beings, okay? And these soulless beings have you all conditioned. It's very, very frustrating.
What's the key? What's the answer here?
What's the key?
Yeah, the heart.
Well, eventually, what will happen is the Galactic Federation is here, supposed to be here, to help us 100% with our spiritual development here. That's why they're in place. Okay, they talk about ET abductions. I've worked with lots of people, especially women who've had their eggs taken. They go through a pregnancy for about a month and a half. They have the morning sickness when the fetus is taken out of them. I have people that I deal with who can't sleep in their bed at night, and they have to go in their car and move the car every 2 blocks for every probably 15 minutes to a half an hour because they're tagged, okay? And the whole thing is that if the Federation was in integrity, right now we have 40% light on this planet. When I started my mission over 2.5 years ago, there was 20% light. Very, very good, okay? But it's a race now. We have ascension happening here, and we have the Federation, or your space brothers, okay?
Yeah.
Are they going to come into the light like yourselves, okay? Are they going to prevent these negative ETs from coming here? Okay, I've been through a lot of different conferences. Are you all aware that in about, maybe Mr. Bell does, in the 70s, NATO commissioned and sent up through our space shuttles, and this is public knowledge on the internet, it was called the Orion-class nuclear-powered spacecraft, okay? And I think there was maybe 5 to 7 of these out there to actually come and fight warfare, aliens that were coming to our planet here. Okay?
Is this Star Wars?
This is Star Wars, yes. And if you know about it, Mr. Bell, do you know about that?
Yeah,
okay. Okay. And so what you have here is not all these wonderful ETs are good. Okay, they're screwing up the Earth here. And when they finally come into the light, when the shift either happens or the Federation comes into the light, either way, it'll be heaven on Earth here. But in the process, you have to get into your heart for the ascension thing. This is my whole gig here, is to get into your heart center.
Thank you.
And get out of the mind. The mind's never going to help you. When the ascension time comes, the mind's gone.
Okay. Any comment, or should you take?
Well, I agree with him that we always say in Tibet is the mind is a slayer of the real, and reason follows thought. Yeah. That's kind of how it works. And when I talk about 7 levels of consciousness, love comes from the heart. You know, you've got a hormonal system, and when the hormone goes up and releases itself into receptor sites at the brain, we define the hormone system as the first unit of biochemistry that possesses consciousness. And so people, you know, this is one of the things I noticed about Cheney, because I've been around him a little bit. He thinks a lot, and he has no heart. He's a man who has no heart. He's got a pacemaker, you know. So you can see what the extreme is, you know. Yeah, so he's right on with all of that. And as far as the Star Wars stuff, I worked on Star Wars back at Autonetics when I was working for SNID, and that was under NASA contract. That was in 1963. Okay, that's when I worked on it. So
there are some people with pacemakers who do have a heart.
Oh, I'm not talking about that way. But with Cheney, there's an exception. He has no heart. You know, he might have a physical one there, but it doesn't work.
Let me take a